Hi, Assalamualaikum. So today our group will be present about investment planning and consumer credit. So this is our presenter. The first presenter is Zuhaira. The second presenter is Nurul Izzatul Hanifah. The third presenter is Syaira Amira, and the last one is Nurul Nabila. So first we go through investment planning. What is investment? Investment is essentially an asset that is created with the intention of allowing money to grow. An investment requires a sacrifice of some present assets such as time, money, or effort. Or in my simple understanding, growing up our money by invest our asset. Investment may generate income for investor in two ways. First, if investor invest in a sellable asset, the investor may earn income by way of profit. Second, the investor will earn an income via accumulation of gains if investment is made in a return generative plan. However, before investing, we must know why we are investing. Decide our objective, goals, or purpose. Basically, investor has many purposes such as savings up for retirement, marriage, travel, meeting shortage of income, and fulfilling obligation such as repayment of loan. So next, we go through about type of investment and risk investment. After after investor has decided their purpose, the investor can proceed to invest. There are many types of investment, but I choose three that the best or popular investment in Malaysia. First, ASB or Amanah Saham Bumi Putra. ASB provides an avenue for Bumiputra citizens to save and invest in a relatively low-risk and long-term investment instrument with a consistent and competitive return of investment. Second, unit trusts. Unit trusts are a type of mutual fund that can hold assets with profits that can be given directly to investors instead of being reinvested. Like other mutual funds, it puts together money from various investors to invest in assets like bonds and equities. The last one is real estate investment trust. It's a fund or a trust that owns and manage income-producing commercial real estate such as shopping complex, hospital, plantation. Next, investment has three risk investment: high risk investment, moderate risk investment, low risk investment. High risk investment may bear a risk of loss of some or all of their capital invested. So, if the investor want to play safe with the investment, they can have low risk investment, but depends on their purpose and income. So, thank you for my part.
For the next slide, I'll be presenting the importance of investment planning. So the first one is we could get through an inflation phase without hardships, as the purchasing power will decline and make the value of money fall. So just by leaving your money in your bank accounts without saving it will not be a safe plan for your future. So by investing more in gold and stock markets will surely benefit us, as the value of them will keep increasing. The second one is to achieve our financial goals. This is because we could save more with less burden or stress. We could use our high rates return of money that we invest to plan and buy anything we want to fit our financial goals. The third one is to plan a better and comfortable retirement. As we are getting through our retirement, we need a lot of money. So by investing, we could save more money and make a gap between our paycheck and savings because of the high rates return of money. I will proceed with the recommendations. So the first one is I would recommend to always have financial goals and make a roadmap strategy for your investment planning. The next one is to consider an appropriate mix of investments such as stocks or bonds, and always not depends only on one type of investment, as it would be so risky. And the last one is to evaluate and know the comfort zone to take a risk. These two charts shows the Malaysia performance investment in 2021 that have been published by Malaysian Investment Development Authority. This chart shows the record-breaking approved investment that was 306.5 billion, concluding the primary, the services and also the manufacturer sector for the year 2021. It has been recorded as the highest record of investment in Malaysia. Not just that, Malaysia also succeeds in remain as the preferable destination for both foreign and also domestic investment, as the total of foreign direct investment and also domestic direct investment exceeding the expected statistic by increasing to 83.1% compared to year 2020. This rapid increase in approved investment really helps the economy to be stable as the nation are going through a sustainable recovery and also lively growth.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Syaira Amira Binti Ahmad Ridzuan. I will explain for consumer credit. The term consumer credit refers to personal debt used to buy goods and services. One type of consumer finance is the credit card. Consumer credit can refer to any sort of personal loan, although it's most used to refer to unsecured loans used to purchase ordinary products and services. Consumer credit is a type of credit issued by financial organization or banks to customers to let them purchase ordinary products and services at any time. Consumer debt might include secured consumer loans, such as home loans and vehicle loans. Banks, retailers and others provide consumer credit to allow customers to purchase products right away and pay for them over time with interest. There are 4 types of consumer credit. First, installment credit. It serves a specific function and is granted at a predetermined quantity over a certain time. Installment credit is typically supplied at a lower interest rate as an incentive to the customer, and the item purchased acts as collateral should the buyer fail to pay the installment. Second is revolving credit. The credit is revolving in that line of credit remains open and can be used up to the maximum limit if the borrower makes at least one monthly payment one time. To keep the line of credit active, consumers will be forced to make the minimum required payments monthly. However, even though revolving credit is an unsecured obligation, it usually has a higher interest rate. Third, charge card. This sort of credit is commonly mistaken with a revolving credit card. The primary contrast between a credit or debit card and a charge card is that a credit card can carry a balance, but a charge card must be paid in full of each month. If the payment is not paid on time and in full, penalty costs will be charged. Fourth, non-installment or service credit. This form of credit can be used to pay for a service, membership or other item later. Payment is normally due to the month of the service, and late accounts are subject to a fee, interest and penalty charge. Non-payment will result in the termination of service and may be reported to a credit bureau, lowering your credit score. Services or non-installment contracts are common in our daily life. Next, purpose of consumer credit. Consumer credit is typically provided by banks, shops and others to allow people to purchase products quickly and pay off the cost over time with interest. It is often classified into 4 types: installment credit, revolving credit, charge card and non-installment or service credit. People can use consumer credit to get a loan against their future earnings to purchase products and services. In an emergency, such as a car breakdown, this can be a life-saving. Next, importance of consumer credit. According to rules, loans are necessary part of life for many. Loans can enable with building by allowing people to do things like pay for college, increasing earning power, buy a home, and benefit from rising property values or start a business. Credit allows customers to buy products they need. Many products from car to houses are too expensive for most individuals to pay for everything at once. With credit, you may pay over time while still having access to important items and services when you do need them.
Alright, I will explain the next part, which is current issue and statistic of consumer credit. As we can see on the slide, the COVID-19 epidemic that hit Malaysia has caused an unprecedented surge in unemployment, which has had a hard impact on the public financially. The Consumer Credit Act was enacted by PNM Bank Negara Malaysia with the aim of enhancing regulatory provision for all consumer credit activities, including program providers with the trademark Buy Now Pay Later. Why they do that? It is because it aims to track change in introducing the Buy Now Pay Later scheme to the public. The share of credit given to household and the scheme is still at an unsatisfactory level and serve to create a legal framework for the issuance of consumer loan while increasing control over supplier credit. The next slide, I will explain to you about the recommendation. The first one is to pay bills on time. Why? Because when a delay in payment is made, it will be detrimental that not only is interest charged on the outstanding balance, but you also have to settle the late payment charge on the minimum monthly payment amount. Next, use 30% of the credit card limit so that the bank consider this individual to be a borrower who is at a lower level of risk and can repay it without any problems. And the last is, the wise individual should also always check the credit statement online at least once a week to remind yourself to use it according to ability and avoid extravagant spending. Based on the table, it is clear that loans are provided by commercial banks to household or individual to purchase the necessary goods and services. The expected increase in terms of macroeconomic factors such as employment and gross domestic product (GDP) is assessed to credit card and personal loan, which is in the slide shows that expected to recover in the first half of 2021. It is more impacting on large banks as it accounts for the bulk of the volume fall, while car loan grow only slow in March and April 2020, but start to show an upward trend in the second half of the year due to sales of new and used cars.